All right, welcome. Today, we're going to talk about a number, a single number that could, quite literally, save your life. I'm talking about your cholesterol. We're going to break it all down and give you the clear, simple info you need to take control of your heart health.
So, what is one of the biggest silent risks to your heart? Well, it's something that's super important for our long-term health, but honestly, a lot of us don't really get it. Yep, we are talking about cholesterol.
Okay, so first things first. Let's really get to the heart of the matter, no pun intended, and talk about why keeping an eye on your cholesterol is such a massive deal for, well, pretty much all of us.
Okay, think about it like this. Your arteries, they're like clean, free-flowing pipes. But when you have high cholesterol, it's like sludge. This gunk starts building up on the inside. These are fatty deposits, and over time, they make the pipe narrower and narrower. That means less blood can get through, and that's where the real trouble begins.
And we're not talking about a small problem here. The stakes are incredibly high. When that blood flow gets squeezed, the risk of some really serious, life-threatening stuff like heart attacks and strokes, it just skyrockets.
And this is exactly why knowing your numbers is a total game changer. It puts you in the driver's seat. You get to be proactive, right? You can make smart choices now and catch problems early instead of just reacting when things get bad.
All right, let's get practical. How do you actually get these numbers checked? Let's break down the whole process: the how, the who, and the when.
So, how often should you get tested? Well, it's not the same for everybody. The general rule of thumb for adults over 40 is about every 5 years. But, and this is a big but, that can change a lot if you fall into a high-risk category.
So who are these high-risk folks? Take a look. If any of these things sound familiar, your age, your family history, things like smoking, then you really need to have a chat with your doctor about getting tested more often, maybe even every year.
The good news? The test itself is super easy. Seriously, it's no big deal. A nurse or doctor takes a small blood sample from your arm, sends it off to a lab, and that's it. It only takes a few minutes, and you'll probably get your results in just a couple of days.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. You've got your results back, you're looking at a piece of paper with a bunch of numbers on it. What on earth do they all mean? Let's decode them.
First, let's talk about LDL. The easy way to remember this one is L for lousy. This is the bad guy. It's the one that causes all that plaque buildup in your arteries we were just talking about. So for LDL, the goal is simple. You want that number to be low.
Then you have HDL, and you can think H for helpful or hero. This is the good cholesterol. It's like a little cleanup crew for your bloodstream. It actually goes around, grabs that bad LDL cholesterol, and carries it away from your arteries. So for HDL, you want the number to be high. The more heroes, the better.
So, what are the magic numbers you're aiming for? Take a look at this chart. For that bad LDL, you want to be under 3.0. For the good HDL, it's a little different for men and women, but generally you want it above 1.0. Getting your numbers in these ranges, that's a fantastic sign for your heart.
And this is a really key point. It's not just about having low bad cholesterol. You also need to have high good cholesterol. It's all about the balance. You need enough of the good stuff to clean out the bad stuff.
Okay, you've got your numbers. Now what? Let's get into your action plan. What can you actually do right now to manage these numbers and keep your heart healthy?
You know, experts all say the same thing. There's no single magic bullet. The best approach is a combination of things. Think of it like 4 main pillars supporting your heart health. It's about tackling all of them together.
And a huge one is what you eat. Your diet is a massive player here. The game plan is pretty straightforward. More of the good stuff, like fiber from oats and beans, and healthy fats from things like avocados and nuts. And of course, less of the bad stuff, like saturated fats and especially those nasty trans fats you find in a lot of processed foods. Just changing your diet can make a world of difference. 150. What's that? That's the number of minutes per week of moderate exercise that experts recommend. We're talking about things like a brisk walk, a swim, a bike ride. Hitting that 150-minute mark every week is a proven way to give your good HDL cholesterol a real boost. Now, if you smoke, listen up, because this is one of the biggest things you can do. Quitting smoking is, without a doubt, one of the single most effective ways to raise your good HDL cholesterol. The positive changes can start happening almost right away, and it dramatically cuts your risk of heart disease down the road.
Sometimes, even with all the best lifestyle changes, the numbers just don't budge enough, and that's okay. That's when your doctor might talk to you about medication.
The most common kind are called statins, and they work in a pretty clever way. They basically stop your body from producing so much of that bad cholesterol in the first place.
And for a lot of people, the winning combo is exactly that, a mix of those healthy lifestyle habits and medication. It's not one or the other. The most important thing is to work with your doctor to figure out a plan that's tailored specifically for you.
And this really brings it all full circle. The big message from all the healthcare experts is this: don't wait until you have a problem. Regular cholesterol testing is a key part of preventive health. It's about finding potential issues long before they ever become a full-blown crisis.
So at the end of the day, it really comes down to this. Knowing your cholesterol numbers is about taking ownership. It's a simple piece of information from a simple test that gives you the power to protect your heart for the long haul.
So we'll leave you with this question. Knowing your numbers is the first step. The real question is, what will yours be? And once you know them, what will you do about it?